Hello, this is Kabo, and in this video I'm going to talk about how you can improve upon Tango Tek's method for stacking villages that he used in his compact iron golem farm. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out his tutorial first, then come back here. It does a good job of explaining how you can stack villages on top of each other without having them overwrite each other's locations, and how you can use that to make a very compact iron golem farm. Once you've seen that and you understand how it works, then I'll explain how you can make it a little easier and how you can even stack more than 6 at a time to make your iron golem farm. So first I want to explain how to stack more than 6 at a time. So the problem with the 6 stacks is that's the maximum that you can fit around in a single area. Now the thing is, you've actually got 4 sides though. So what we can do is we can stack the 6 in this column first, and then stack the 6 in another column over there, and then move all of those columns to the middle. Therefore we can have more stacks at a time. And I think you could probably even continue this indefinitely upwards, but maybe only once per every 4 side. Anyway, as you can see, I've set up these villages here. You can see the villages because of a simple mod that I wrote that just shows their radii and the doors that connect to the centers. And I've only set up 5, but you could probably set up 6 as well. And what we're going to do is just connect the villages to the center here, just like Tango did in his tutorial. So starting from the top, this one's already set, we'll just go down to this one. This one you can see will connect. And then we'll go to this next one, this blue one, this other blue one. When we set this up, you can see it connects. Now the purple one, and you can see that one didn't connect. So here's a little technique you can use if you don't get your village to connect. It's pretty simple. Just set up another village sort of on the way and use this as a guide. So now this one's closer. Since it was created first, it will have priority, and now you can connect that one up. And then finally the bottom one down here. And as you can see, that one's not connecting either, so we'll just stick another waypoint down there. You'll see the red one should connect. Oh, I need a villager. And now it's close enough to connect here. So now it's connected. Alright, now we can just go through and break the doors as in Tango's tutorial. So I'll just go through here and break all of the doors. Alright, and here we've got the last door to break. So now all of the outside doors are broken. All we've got is the doors in the center pillar there. And you can see we've got 5 villages lined up perfectly, just offset by a few blocks in the vertical. You can see all of those spheres are aligned nicely. Now, for the other side, we simply set up basically the same thing mirrored, and then do the same thing over here. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the villages over here, and stack them in a column, just like over there, and then we'll continue to the next part. Alright, now I've got these 5 set up. As you can see, none of them are interfering with each other, and like before, I didn't put one over here just because I don't want any interference from the other side. You could probably do a 6th one, but just to be safe, I did it with 5. Anyway, just like before, we now need to connect all of the villages to the center post here. So if we place a door here, we should see this blue one connect, just like that. Then we should see the purple. That one didn't quite connect, so we'll just set up another halfway point like we did before. Now it connects, and then we can connect it there. Now the red. That one's not close enough either, so we'll do the same thing here. You might just be better off building outside of the 64 block distance anyway, and then building another midpoint so that you can get them close enough. It might be more effective to do it that way anyway. Now you can see those are all connected. And then lastly, we've got the yellow one here, which hopefully will connect. Yep, okay. So now, of course, same as before, go through and break all the outside doors around there. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we should have a pillar set up. Okay, and this should be the last door. And now that that's broken, you can see we've got 5 villages perfectly aligned on this column, and then we've got another 5 perfectly aligned on that column over there. And since they were created from the bottom up, 5 from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 from the next level there, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can start from the top down up here, creating our village doors in the middle. And since only the top should be in range here, we should be able to connect. This distance is, I think, exactly 64, which means they should just barely be in range of this middle door here and able to connect up. So if we do this, we should see that blue, just as expected, connect up. Then you can, of course, fill in the doors on both sides of your iron golem farm, just like this. And then once you've done that, go back over to this end and break the door for the village that you just connected up. So once we break this, then that village is set there. We don't want to touch any of the doors on that layer, just like Tango explained in his tutorial. And then we can move on to the next layer, and it should connect up as soon as we place down the door. So as you can see, it's connecting to that layer. So we'll just go ahead and set up all of the doors for each layer all the way down. Okay, and now we're on the last row on this red side here. And as you can see, once we place the door, it should connect up. Oh, it's connecting to the red one there. Can do the same thing as before here. Just create a halfway guide so that the yellow will connect there, and then we can use that to connect to that final point. And then, of course, just put the doors back down on both sides of your farm, or all sides if you're using 4 sides. Put down all of the doors for this level. As you can see, now that I'm putting them down for this level, since this was created first, all of them are getting added to this village, and none of them are getting added to the villages above. That's the principle behind the method that Tango explains. And now we're done with this column, and they're all lined up in the middle here. Now we can just do the same thing over there, move all of those 5 over here, and we'll have a stack of 10. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, I just broke the second to last door down on that column. On should be the last level here, this red one. So if I go ahead and place that, you can see it's connecting to the red, or the purple here. Sometimes that happens. If it does, you can just break it and try again, or depending on the location, you can try to there we go. Try to put a guide. But as you can see, I just broke it a couple times and then replaced it. Something about the village center being not quite set properly sometimes, but just give it a few tries and it should line up. Okay, so I've set up all of the villages now. I moved them all over to the middle. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 distinct villages here. I also went down the sides, added villages in, and put in a platform for iron golems to spawn. And even just going through that, I've already got 2 spawned on 2 different layers, and they're so far apart you can obviously tell they can't spawn like that within one village. So very clearly coming from different villages now. And what we should see is we should see iron golems, at least 1 on each layer. So pretty cool way to stack even more villages in your ultra compact iron golem farms. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video on how to do so, and I hope you also enjoyed Tango's video. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. He does an excellent job of explaining how this works. Check it out and support him. The video link, of course, will be in the description. Anyway, that's all. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.